Welcome back to the show, guys. It is still the TGIF edition of eSplash. And if you're just joining, you haven't missed a lot, as right now, it is time for the entertainment news. We're starting with this one. Sean Kingston and his mom plead not guilty to charges of organized fraud. American rapper and singer Kingston Anderson, popularly known as Sean Kingston, and his mother, Janice Turner, have pleaded not guilty to defrauding multiple businesses out of more than $1 million. According to reports, the singer and his mother, Janice Turner, entered their pleas on Monday during an arraignment hearing before Broward Circuit Judge Ernest Cora. They pleaded not guilty to organized fraud and grand theft charges. If you would recall, Sean Kingston was originally arrested in May in Fort Irwin, an army training base in California's Mojave Desert, where he was performing on a warrant issued by the Broward Sheriff's Office, while his mother was arrested on the same day after a SWAT team raided the singer's rented mansion in Southwest Ranches. Just so you know, Kingston and Turner are accused of defrauding a jewelry business, a luxury bed company, a youth luxury and exotic car dealership, and a luxury micro LED TV company since October 2023, arrest warrant said. Kingston and his mother are expected back in court on October 11. Reports state that they are also facing related charges in federal court. Sean Kingston was already on 2 years probation for trafficking stolen property before his arrest. According to federal court records, his mother pleaded guilty in 2006 to bank fraud for stealing over $160,000 and served nearly 1.5 years in prison. They both have also been sued by various businesses, as in 2015, a seller of customized watches successfully sued Kingston and his mother in a New York City federal court for $356,000 after they failed to pay, while in 2018, a New York jeweler successfully sued both of them for $301,000 after they scammed the store out of 9 items.
Like,
Biggie?
like mother, like son.
It's in the blood.
Like mother, like son. I don't know why they're not pleading guilty, because I don't think that in that crime in particular, that if you have not committed a crime, that they would want to rope you into certain things. We've been on this news for a while, and it's been like an update. These people like good things, and I am so shocked because Sean Kingston is very, very talented.
Yes, he is.
So I am wondering why they're just in a messy situation, because I want to believe that he still even gets royalties from his works, and maybe they just want very big. They just have very big taste, because all this luxury that they've been. They've been buying bed, cars, watches, jewelry. Oh my God. Oh my God, jewelry. They've been buying a lot. And I'm like, what is it? I mean, so I know that, you know, I always say this thing, that family is the bedrock of the society, and everything starts from the home. And so if you don't teach your children well, you would produce children like this, that at the end of the day. So it depends on how you have treated them. And for the mother to be involved too, the son too, you know, took after the mother. And then because, I mean, I want to follow this case to the end. I want to see what will happen at the end of the day. Because if you were not talented, if you did not have anything, because I don't even think that there is anybody in this world who's not talented, except you have not just looked inwards. And I even think that we just don't have one talent. We are multi-talented. So I don't know how you just, well, it's good to have taste for good things, big things, but do you have the money? So you have to walk to that point where you will be able to afford all of those things. And sometimes I would want to believe that if you did not meet money at home, like your parents are not, you know, very rich and all of those, then it's a process. You have to work and then gradually get there. So I don't understand this thing of, should we call it greed or something?
I really do not know what to call it. And like you said, this has been going on for so long. So yes, I'm actually looking forward to how all of this is going to end, because according to all the court statements, this did not just start in 2006 with the mother.
Yes.
As far back as 2006. And almost 20 years later, the same thing is still happening. So I just wish them the very best. I don't know if they can get out of this because there's a lot of evidence against them. People are coming out, businesses. More of them are coming out to sue them, but we wish them the very best.
Yeah, so, now, wow, some people too do fish pie. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're telling me donut.
I beg, I can be very messy, but let's move on. John Cena speaks on not wanting children. American actor and professional wrestler John Cena has opened up on his decision to not have children. The wrestler shared his thoughts on why he and his wife have chosen to remain childless during a recent interview on the Club Shay Shay show. He said, "I don't want kids. I'm 47 now and I don't have them. Everyone asks if I want them. And I have to tell you that it's not the easiest out there because a lot of why we are here is to reproduce." He also said that despite its societal expectations and the natural inclination to reproduce, he has chosen something different, and while reflecting on his own nature, he stressed that his nature does not meet the demands of parenting. John Cena said, "I don't want them. I have a certain curiosity about life, and I also know the investment that it takes. My biggest fear is, as someone who's driven, many times stubborn and selfish, I try to approach the world with kindness and curiosity. But I don't think I am personally ready, nor will I ever be able to invest the time that it needs to be a great parent. I want to live life for all it is, and I still have a lot to do, and I still want to do a lot, and I have a wonderful partner to do it with." We have had open conversations about it because it immediately puts you in a category, and we can't help but judge human nature. So we are all judgmental. I'd like to believe that I operate under the construction that everyone's living their lives, and I can tell him that I've thought long and hard about this since 15 and 16 years old. John Cena has been married to Shay Shariadzadeh since 2020, and they had conversations about not having children early in their relationship, a topic that has impacted his past relationships. Just so you know, John's previous 6-year relationship with fellow WWE star Nikki Bella ended after she opened up about her desire for children.
Okay.
Different strokes for different folks.
Exactly. Ever since this news broke, I've seen a lot of people say, who doesn't want children? But you already said it, different strokes for different folks. He has also spoken about this before in the past, that he doesn't want children. And as we already reported, that's why he broke up with his ex, because she wanted children. When they started, he said he didn't want children. And it got to a point she started wanting to have kids. And he said, you know what? We're not on the same line. We're not thinking the same way. We don't have anything in common. Let's just break up. But now he's with someone else and they have agreed. So if they've decided not to have children, well, that's for him.
Interesting stuff. This is such an interesting topic because, you know, especially when it comes to Africa, you know, Africans believe that I would say most Africans actually believe that the reason you're here on this earth is to reproduce, to multiply, you know, and all of those. So you hear people looking at you at a certain age, they're asking you why you're not married. Some people even advising you that perhaps you can just have children. Her twins, I don't know whether she has depression, postpartum depression or something. She backed her twins and they were facing each other, and I was just like, they could suffocate because it was like she was depressed. It was like she was not normal. She was not mentally stable. And she just compressed them like that. And I was wondering, it took me aback. Like, I was like, this thing, is it meant for everybody? And what is that thing about, even if you want like 1 or 2 or having birth control or something of that sort, and not opening your legs every now and then if you know that you're going to be frustrated and you don't have the means to take care of them. So I think that this that he has said is good, and the fact that he's saying it openly as a celebrity, so that, you know, if you feel that type of way too and you feel like you don't want to have children, so be it. I think that at the end of the day, when you're about to die. You're not going to be thinking about all those things that you did just because you wanted to satisfy people. It will be how you have lived your life. Were you satisfied? Was it fulfilling to you at the end of the day? Will God accept you? You know?
You know, this whole conversation reminds me of a discussion I had with this university undergraduate. I think she's in her teens, either 18 or 19, I can't remember. And she said she doesn't think she wants to have kids because she doesn't think she can handle kids. So she has decided on her own, she doesn't think she's fit for that lifestyle.
In fact,
and that is it.
I know somebody on YouTube who had her first child. She got pregnant at 49. And so, you know, she said that if she had had children earlier, she feels that she would have been very selfish. And now she knows better.
Yeah.
And people are doing it these days. So I think whatever rocks your boat at the end of the day, just make sure that if you agree or decide to have children, be sure that you have all the time and everything it needs to take care of these children.
Of course.
All right, let's go on this break. And we will return. Stay here with us.